Sleep is by far one of the most important things that we as humans do daily. But in today's society, most people neglect their sleep, leaving them feeling unproductive and feeling a lack of energy. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 simple things that have improved my sleep hygiene and hopefully will improve yours as well. What's up everyone? If you do not know who I am, my name is Brandon Nichols and I post content focused on upgrading your life in every aspect possible as a teenager. So if that sounds like something you want to subscribe to, I highly suggest that you do, as I also do post daily. But with all that aside, let's just jump right into the video. So the reason you should implement all these things into your life is because sleep is something that is very, very important. It allows your body to repair itself. It allows us as men to increase our testosterone, to actually produce it, and it just allows us to become energized and ready for the next day. And if sleep is something you are not prioritizing or neglecting, then it can have harmful effects to both your physical health and your mental health. So I highly suggest that everything on this list you take in consideration and at least apply one thing that is on this list into your own life. The first thing that you can do to improve your sleep hygiene is going to be sleeping naked. So how exactly does sleeping naked help us increase our sleep hygiene? Well, sleeping naked basically just makes our body cooler, which in a sense will make us fall asleep faster and will make our quality of sleep better as well. Not only does it make your quality of sleep better, but then when you wake up after sleeping naked, you will feel a lot more energized than if you would if you were sleeping in a bunch of pajamas. Now there's another benefit that sleeping naked has, but it only pertains to men, and that is that it increases your testosterone. This is because if you're sleeping with pajamas, your body is warm and that can disrupt your sleep, because during sleep we produce testosterone, and if our sleep is disrupted, then that is going to be stunted a little bit. That's why if we sleep naked, we get cooler temperatures. It will maximize our testosterone production. Moving on to the second thing that can improve your sleep hygiene is to use red lights during nighttime, and this basically tells your brain that it is time for bed. And if you do this about an hour or 2 before you actually go to sleep, this will help with your melatonin levels and therefore will prime your mind, your brain for sleep. For me, I simply just turn on red LED lights when I'm about to go to bed. Then I will do meditation, which I'll talk about later. And basically it just tells my brain that I need to go to bed. And if you're doing this consistently, if you're consistently turning on your red lights an hour or 2 before bed, well then your brain's gonna realize whenever the red lights get turned on, that means that bedtime is going to be soon, so it's time to slow down everything and get ready for sleep. So red lights aren't something that you have to have, but they do help with your melatonin levels, and they significantly impact the quality of sleep that you can get. The third thing that you can do to greatly improve your sleep hygiene is to not eat or drink anything at least an hour before bed. The bottom line with eating and drinking anything before bed is whenever you're eating things and you're drinking water, for example, you are giving fuel to your body, and water is actually fuel for your brain. So when you're drinking water, it's going to keep your brain energized, making it hard for you to fall asleep, as well as food will just keep your body awake and making your body, just not ready to go into sleep mode. So it's something that you should avoid eating stuff before bed, because that can just greatly stunt your sleep time. When you lay down in bed, it's going to take you a longer time to fall asleep if you just had a bag of chips before that, or if you just drank like a liter of water. So I would highly suggest that you just stick away from drinking water and eating any food before bedtime, and that's all that there is for this. Doing this will greatly improve your sleep hygiene. You will fall asleep a lot quicker, and overall it will just add up with the other things that I've mentioned. If you do all these things, your sleep will be greatly improved. The fourth thing to greatly increase your sleep hygiene is to stay off any devices at all that are emitting blue light. The fourth thing that you can do to greatly improve your sleep hygiene is to stay off any devices that are emitting blue light. Stuff like TV, your phone, your computer, all of these things emit blue light, and when they do that, it's kind of keeping your brain awake, because the blue light our brain mistakes as sunlight. That's essentially why we can hardly fall asleep whenever we're using devices that emit blue light, because our brain thinks it's still day, even though we obviously know that that's not the case. But that light that's being emitted is essentially telling your brain that it's still day. That's why you want to go for warmer colors. If you are going to use your phone, I would just suggest not using any devices an hour before bed, because this will just prime your brain to the maximum to improve your sleep. But if you are going to be using your phone for whatever reason, you can actually, for iPhones at least I know, you can do a nighttime schedule, which will make your phone warmer. The colors will be warmer, therefore it won't have that effect on your brain, and instead it'll kind of be like those warmer colors like red light. So it doesn't act in the way that red light does. It will just be warmer, therefore it won't have that effect of keeping your brain awake. But it is something that you should avoid completely. I don't suggest that you just go on your phone like a minute before you go to bed, scrolling on TikTok, watching things like that, keeping your brain engaged. I would just limit your phone usage to when there's 30 minutes before you go to bed. Just get off all your electronics and you will improve your sleep by a lot. The fifth thing that you can do is to calm your body and mind down using different things. Now these different things can be mixed up in whatever way that you want them to be, but things such as reading, meditating, taking a hot shower, taking a bath, these things are absolutely stuff that can help your body and your brain get ready for sleep. Meditation, for example, well, that obviously calms down your mind. It gets you breathing, and just your brain just stops getting stressed or whatever it is that went throughout the day. But your brain will just become clearer, and it will be a lot easier to fall asleep if you are meditating. Reading is another great thing that you can do before bed. It basically just is input, so you're just inputting that knowledge. You're not doing anything on the output. Reading is something that is completely harmless for sleep, and it can honestly make people sleepier. So I highly suggest that reading is something that you do, because you could read on a topic that you're interested in, whether it be like finance or a sci-fi book you're reading, whatever it is. And then with a warm shower and a bath, this just gets your body calmed down and relaxed, making obviously your sleep easier. And if your body's relaxed, then you're going to be able to fall asleep a lot quicker. But overall, sleep is very important, and I highly recommend that you guys do at least one thing on this list. You don't have to do all 5 at once, but I suggest that you take one thing from this list and start applying it to your life, because like I said before, sleep is very important to prioritize, and I think it is something that lots of people do neglect. If you want to support and join a community of high-valued men, then I highly suggest that you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you join the community and help each other in the community, and so we can do great things, because I highly believe that you are capable of anything. I'm capable of anything. Let's work together and get great things done. Alright, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.